Alright, so I've never made a video like this before. I've never really done a talk over video. But I thought it'd be fun for this little speed paint. I've never made a speed paint before either. This is like my first time, and my computer could like fill up really fast from recording hours of it. But anyways, I would like to talk about a bit about this piece and a bit about SPRINGLOCKED itself and what I think I'm gonna plan for the future of the mod, as well as what I'm currently working on. Because I've got some very exciting stuff I actually want to talk about. So first off, I want to talk about this piece right here. I basically just did it for fun. I wanted to do a poster to like show it off, like show off all my different skins for the character. So as you sorry. Wow. Sorry, I'm just a bit nervous. I've never done this before, but yeah, I'm basically just drawing all my favorite I was basically just drawing all my favorite dudes first. And then I cleverly put Scrap Trap right where the logo was gonna be, cause call me a basic FNAF fan, but Scrap Trap ain't my favorite. Also here, I was trying to draw the karate skin, but decided everything I drew looked, yeah, cringe. So instead I decided to put Golden Freddy here, cause he actually does play some part into the mod. I don't want to say too much, but basically the story of the mod is the same as Ultimate Custom Night. That's pretty much all you have to know. So basically, Golden Freddy is orchestrating the whole dungeon, and every time Springtrap dies, he comes back to fucking relive the torture all over again. Basically, Cassidy's like, go white boy, go. Which is pretty rad. There might also be some awkward cuts, I'm sorry about that. It's because I stopped recording at parts and then forgot to record again. So sorry about that. But, oh, the very exciting news I have for this mod. I was struggling with replacing audio files for a bit. I only had like 2 minutes of official audio and some other samples and the jump scare scream that I was using. I was like, man, this sucks. So, I've hit up 2 really lovely voice actors, and so far, I do have some files for the mod, and oh god, just I gotta give just like a shout out to my 2 boys. I love you guys so much. Minty Sherbet and also Gyro Skull. I'll link them whether this is on Insta or on YouTube, but I hit them up for voice acting for this project, and so far I'm so giddy with the work that's been done. And yeah, cause like I have to replace like all the grunts when like the character is attacking, like hiya and stuff. It's like I can't do that. I don't sound like, I feel like an old man, but I'm not an old man. I do not have a gruff voice. But my boys, they they can do that for me. Usually when I do projects like this, I like to try and do everything I can by myself. But if I do need help with something, I will try to reach out. But pretty much everything else I'm doing on my own. I'm doing all the spriting, quality control, sound design, pretty much everything. And honestly, I feel like my progress is a bit slow, but I'm having a real blast working on this, and it's the most effort I put into a Necrodancer mod ever, or just, I think any fan project ever. And I'm very happy with the progress we have. We've got all the armor sprites done, and it's just, I don't know, this is just so much fun. I am not gonna absolutely 100% change the game. That would take forever all on my own. I'm just one guy. Like, I'm not gonna replace every playable character. I'm not gonna replace every cutscene. I'm sorry. I'm mostly the mod's gonna be focused on Candace, or like Candace's player character is going to be replaced by Springtrap, and all her cutscenes will be replaced. So basically, just her story. Maybe like one or two other playable characters, but I won't put as much love or effort into them. Just what serves for the mod. Because I do have I have plans for 2 other characters, but that's kind of secret for now. That's more just like, you gotta play the mod when it comes out to see that. So anyways, a bit about this piece of art. I wanted to display all my favorite skins on a poster, because I definitely feel like the skins were the most visually appealing aspect of the mod. Like, I love that all the armor is just like different variations and references to different versions of Springtrap. Except Scraptrap. I'm sorry, Scraptrap fans. You know, I am a big Springtrap fan, that's why I made this mod, but I just can't really get behind his design. It's not my favorite. I kind of like how I made him look kind of scared. He's like looking off at Golden Freddy, kind of scared. But, honestly, my favorite Springtraps is probably original FNAF Free Springtrap, and I'm not sure if this is, unpopular opinion, but I actually really love Burn Trap. He's like the Scrap Trap design I would have wanted. And also, I just love all the I love all the old man jokes. Some other updates. So yeah, we've got a bit of voice work done, so when I finish recording that, I'm gonna get on that right away. I'm gonna, like, test that out. So that's gonna, well, not necessarily fun, but it's gonna feel really good to get done. To, like, test out how the melee sound effects sound, because, like, those are the sounds you hear the most in game, is when you, attack enemies, and also when you get hurt, I guess, unless you're, like, a pro gamer, then you'll never hear that. Which sucks, because, like, I got all those sound files done. Basically, for those sound files, I just sampled, the jump scare sound, and also his dialogue from the AR game, and also Afton / Scrap Traps from, Pizzeria Sim. And that was fun. They actually turned out pretty well. I also did, borrow some sound effects from Necrodancer and repurpose them for Springtrap. I took the, death metal hurt sound effects, cause it kind of sounded the same as my samples. And I think it's just kind of fitting. If you don't know a lot about Necrodancer, you're probably like, what? Death metal? Basically it's just like a bossing game. That's another thing that's gonna, is definitely something I'm gonna replace eventually. I need to figure out what characters, which characters are gonna be like main bosses. I was thinking of doing something real silly. I was thinking of making, Gamer Toy Freddy be one of the bosses, cause I just wasn't thinking of taking this super seriously, cause it's just a fun project. It's kind of goofy. I don't want it to take itself too seriously. But yeah. I'm sorry, I haven't talked a lot about making the actual piece. It took me about 3 days to make, not because it was hard, but because, I was just kind of slow on it. Near the end, I'm just, like, having fun with effects, and this is the finished piece. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I kind of think some parts of it could have been better. But yeah. If you watched all this, thank you. I will see you later. Love you.